Yeah, you know, Barber, I was really proud of the team and our effort that we put into that race because that was one of our weakest points on the schedule prior to 2012. It really turned it around in 13. We came back and obviously put it on the pole, won the race. That was a massive turnaround. We put a lot of effort into turning that race around and turning our performance around there. So very, very happy with how we ended up. And that kind of set the tone for what was to come heading into the next few races.
Yeah, this new car, you know, at all the tracks have been a lot of passing, you know, and Barber was a place that you could never pass. And if you look at the race last year, it was spectacular. You know, you got to give some of the credit to Firestone for bringing tyres that, you know, the blacks were quite difficult to be on and the reds were really good. And, you know, the difference between the two, the different strategies when people are on one or the other created good racing. So, you know, let's hope that that's the case this year.
Definitely, you know, I think a couple of the races where we finished second, or one of them, you know, we gave it a pretty hard fought battle to get there. But you know, I know two for sure. You know, last year we kind of went off strategy, got caught up in some, you know, traffic, and that really hurt us. And I think we had the fastest car. And then the year before that with Will, just got us on a pit stop exchange when we stayed out a lap longer and got caught behind a slower car. And you know, so those ones I think are tougher to, you know, sort of leave behind, but yet still the fact that we've been able to, you know, be on the podium, I think every time we've been there is still something good. You know, we just need to work on that one extra spot.
Now, Barber's beautiful. I mean, if you could picture a golf course with a racetrack on it, that's basically it. With a lot of undulations, a lot of you know, elevation changes in the corners. There's so many different angles on that track. There's different lines that you can pick from. It's never really the same twice in a row, and when you're really attacking the track, that's when it's toughest to get it right, because it's all about giving up the entry for the exit and vice versa, braking as deep as you can to get the lap time out of it and giving up the exit. So there's so many different ways of going about it. The track is it really is a puzzle to figure out.
It has, you know, I think obviously with a new car, and I think with you know, the different engines and manufacturers kind of involved, but the new car sort of separates, or you have some good racing because some people haven't worked out the car much yet. I think, you know, it's always been a tough place to pass, but you know, even with Firestone working on the tyres, you know, that's been a good addition too. But yeah, the racing for the last 2 years has been fantastic. You know, sort of coming from back in the pack, crazy strategies going on. You know, it's a race that you know, typically can be pretty tough to pick, you know, who's going to win. So I don't know, it's a fantastic circuit, state-of-the-art facility, and also a lot of fun to drive on.
It's a fantastic layout. You know, just as far as just doing a lap, you know, it's the most physical. You pull the most G's. It's a very high grip surface, and you know, you're blind. Yeah, most of the entries to these corners are blind, and you know, I'm not talking like second gear. I'm talking like fifth gear, turn one. You turn in and you're not sure where the track goes, and you know, it's the same going down into turn 7. Same deal. Your fourth gear turning in. You know, it's a very high commitment track, and you know, the consequence to a mistake is you're going off at a high speed.